Woo! Well, everybody, it's Christ169 coming to you live. Power Spectrum Internet. Here, you're here to get on it now. Now you know the video today. You probably heard it from Red Dragon and Crap Gamer, but I'm gonna give my spiel on this. Okay, I'm gonna give my spiel on this because I think it needs to be addressed. Xbox Live said they're gonna go free. I think it's good or bad. My thoughts on the good or bad. Um, in the era of the PlayStation 3, we had online free service, but you had crappy ass, shitty, connections because the servers were not always great. And I came from that. I understood that. I liked the PS3. Yes, you paid $600 for a console. You got free online play. That's great. But like I said before, it's pretty bad. And we won't go on that here later on video. I'm making sure everybody knows that. Um, First up, some things though is changing in my life though is I'm trying to do more videos. I know it's hard to do because I sleep all day practically. I work all night on Monday to Thursday. I'm trying to make more videos as I can. I want to get like a round table together of certain YouTubers. I'll try to put a name out, maybe Red Dragon or like that, to do like a podcast with some other YouTubers. So not for me to leech off on anyone, no, but to have discussions like this, Xbox Live, consoles, games cost $70, stuff like that. More like a open-ended discussion about having, because I know I want to dab more into YouTube, but my time restraints full time job I have, and overtime I have to work. It's kind of hard. That's why I haven't reached out to anybody yet, really, to do live podcast with anybody. I talked about with a few other people in years past, but never came of it because, like I said, you have problems like that with time restraints. So I'm gonna get into it now. I'll probably talk more about that. But this is more of a rebuttal to Red, Crap Gamer, and Mooch, stuff like that, who are pretty good YouTubers. I must admit though, I didn't respect Crap Gamer or Mooch that much. I think I thought they're fanboys. But since listening to them podcasts, not talking to them, listening to them, they became more neutral. Where I think everybody should become neutral. PlayStation, Nintendo, or Xbox, more neutral. Now, my pluses, hence the word plus of having no Xbox Live membership fee. You play games online for free. Now, would that entail all games or just games only on Microsoft? The Halo, Gears of War, the Forza games, racing games like that. Is that going to be only one on there? See, this stuff didn't cover. When you say free Xbox Live, I'm like, I got a question. I got a question. No, I ain't doing Hell Hitler. I'm just saying, I have a question. Is that going to cover all the Call of Duties, the Battlefront, the Battlefields, any Tomb Raider games that might go online, but never do? Games like that. Will this free cover that? Or will EA do like the Origin type thing on PC, bring it to the Xbox Live or Xbox ecosystem? Since we cannot have it live anymore, because I don't know the dossier of paperwork they went through and had and made deals with the EA and Activision and Square Enix about online play activity, because you're paying Xbox Live or Xbox Ultimate for the privilege of going online and playing a game. And I'm looking back at the PS3 games. Sorry, I got a temple kind of bothered me because I had a science fiction I'm still getting over. That's why I hadn't made the videos in a week or so. I had science fiction. So I was home for 3 days last week. But going into it though, is this going to be more or less the same as that? I know Xbox Live has been around a lot longer. Place Network has, but Xbox Live has done better with the paying memberships. And I had a lot of drop Xbox games because games crash and the online service hacked. So it's not like you're paying for it makes it better. But was there a deal with it? Was there a deal that Xbox made out with EA, for example, or with Activision that allow them to use servers. Must have been. Obviously, those servers ain't free, my friends. I know on Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, you could rent servers in Battlefield 3. The Xbox Live, you can rent servers and you're paying EA a fee to rent servers for how many hours days you have. My problem is with me personally, this is me personally, is that we're sacrificing Xbox Live and now to the con. The Pro is no, when the con is two of them. The Pro is only one. You get free Xbox Live, but is it for all the games or just like phone? Now, here's my biggest thing because this wasn't talked about. Game Pass is going to go up. There is no such thing as $10 a month. You probably pay $20, $30 a month for Game Pass Ultimate because it's not really Ultimate anymore because you're not really paying for Gold anymore. So essentially, you're paying. I just paid $44 a month for 3 months for just Game Pass. If they launched it out, let's say Monday, say they push a button, boom, Xbox Live is free. Well, then Microsoft owes me, some money back because I paid $44 for 3 months. Ultimate twice, so it's like $88, and they can take away $10 per month for 6 months because I bought 2-3 months of Ultimate. So that there's a problem. If you push a button on Monday or whatever happens, boom, you no longer have Xbox Live on the paywall. You owe some people, Microsoft, some greenback. I don't mean some crappy little fuzzy tail games. I mean the money. That's my thing. If you bought a year of this crap and come Monday morning they push a button, boom, it's free, you're gonna make it rain, Microsoft, because you owe money, and that's the biggest thing too as well. If you bought like 2 years, 3 years of this stuff, like you have, a whole year cost like $365. I looked. So you owe them $300 something. How much you're going to take off? Now it could be $40 a month for a Game Pass. And that's really not a good deal anymore because now you only have one you're paying tons of money for instead of two. But going back to the other side here, the other side, the negative side, not positive side, negative side, is now that you are now may pay for Origin, EA access to their servers, Activision, Ubisoft, Square Enix, bum F corner street somewhere, blah blah blah. I can go on front. So you're taking away one Xbox Live, but entity. Now you're getting 4 entities you got to pay for to use their servers. It could be $10, $20 a month. And guess what? And you will pay for this if you want to play Call of Duty, during Call of Duty hoodie, Call of Duty controller, Call of Duty ant, Call of Duty shoes, play Call of Duty. You're going to make it rain some Call of Duty money. And that's what's going to happen, I believe. Because PC, yes, you play Call of Duty on Valve and Steam as of right now. But what happens when this hits the floor on the consoles and you gotta make it rain some EA dollars, Activision dollars, Ubisoft dollars, Square Enix dollars, Bum F Street dollars. Example, Bum Street example dollars. You're paying 10, 20, 30. You're paying $40 plus another $40 for Game Pass. You're paying $80 a month. Technically, if you go by how I'm looking at it. I see something. I'm type A personality. I see future. I don't see right here. Now I'm not running a race. In my mind, I'm running a marathon. I'm going through. I'm like, the finish line is down there. I'm looking past the finish line and seeing what's going to happen. That's what I do because how I always think. When Game Pass came out, I said, "What's a good idea? Could make sense." That's why I didn't know. That's why I went out there and I fished for it, hook a hook. And Microsoft wheeled me in because it made sense to me to go ahead and put my eggs, all my money in one basket instead of 2 different baskets. Now you put it back in 4 different baskets, or 5 technically, if you count Game Pass. Now Xbox Live games only on an Xbox, or PC doesn't matter. Halos, the Gears of War, whatever else comes out after that, will be probably free on Xbox. You'll pay Game Pass, you'll get them for practically nothing, you'll play them, and you'll throw them back on there, no big deal. But your EA games, your Activision games, Square Enix, and your Ubisoft and your bum F Street company, I just made up my mind here a couple seconds ago. You gotta pay them money. I guarantee it's gonna happen on Xbox. PlayStation side, like, you know what, we're gonna keep the PlayStation Network Plus thing because it works so. Because we all know Sony needs the money. If somebody in the family member dies and they have hundreds of millions of dollars to give Sony, it ain't gonna happen. So they'll keep that going. Now they're gonna make it free, but with games being $70 a month or $70 a month, $70 per game now, is Sony gonna pay $70 a month on PS5, or it'd be $59? It'd be kind of a shot in the ass to me personally. If you buy a brand new $600, $500 Xbox, and you got to pay $70 a month, or $70 a month, $70 per game, then pay Call of Duty Activision $10, $20 a month on top of that, just the privilege to play the game online. And God help you if the game's like a single player online game. But a lot of games are going that way anyway. You have your games, like you have your EverQuest on PC. You have all your Quest games. You have your open world adventure games. All your different games on there. I got the name. That's Science Spectrum. So I'm trying to keep my mind focused. But you have your MMOs, and you have all those games that change the things every time you do something that changes the game, and you take money and throw it at them every month. I guarantee you that's going to happen here. We're going to have it happen on Xbox, folks. This is not going to be a free dance orgy run around and have hooting and be a naked run around, doing the gigolo thing. You're going to be making a range of money to some company. Maybe not to Xbox directly, but the EA, to Activision, to Ubisoft, you're going to be making a range of money. Because the servers are not cheap. And if Xbox people ain't gonna pay the money for it, you could see exclusive content only on PlayStation, Ubisoft, Activision, or like that. Because then they will get the games exclusively on that console. This is what happened before with Xbox, where DLC only came on Xbox for the longest time. Now they had deals, and it probably wasn't a deal with Xbox Live, but they had the deals. I think Xbox Live is going to be a game changer, no pun intended, for the Xbox Live group. Because you buy an Xbox, you ain't going to buy Xbox Live. If you play Halo Infinite Online without Xbox Live, why are you going to buy an Xbox then? You can buy a $2,000 PC for Halo Infinite on there. My sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, can build me a PC. It's like that. I can give $1,000 until I'm playing the latest games on Xbox with better fidelity and better picture. Now they upgraded this PC here with a I think a 560 or 540 AMD graphics card. Games run a little better. They actually run on this PC now. It's an Asus, so they upgraded it. The one over here, this side here. So that's fine. But if I want to make it run $1,000, they'll build me a better one to smoke this one, the Xbox One X, and what else you can put in front of it. So to me, buying an Xbox is fun and great, but if it only works on Xbox games and you guys spend the $20, $30, $40, on different companies, you're sacrificing one for four now. Because Origin is charging people on PC. And PC people are used to that kind of stuff. That's fine. I got friends who play World of Warcraft this day, and they don't mind paying a fee for it. Because it does help keep the server and keep the game active, and that's fine. 100 million, 200 million people on PC right now. Now, if you don't include active accounts, probably less, maybe 150 million. Or 100 million. But let's be honest with ourselves, though. Anybody here going to rush out and go buy an Xbox or PC because they can play Halo. You play Halo on your One X right now. I know I got a One X right now. Better act fast though, because they just discontinued the One X and One S's. So you better act fast, real fast, and get one of those systems. So I say play it safe and wait until we know for sure what Blueprint is. Because we all know that the Game Pass is gonna have all the games, and I'm gonna have Game Pass anyway. So we all know the game's gonna be dropping on our day one. So going to GameStop and buying the game is useless. The GameStop is gonna go out of business anyway. So it doesn't bother them anyway. But if you're gonna sit there and buy the games or get the games, and you play on Game Pass or PC, why are you gonna go out and buy a game? So simply, it's killing off GameStop even faster. In a one-sided way. And what does Sony the thing do? Gets rid of the online play, or makes a deal where they get the games, $10, $20 cheaper. So simply now you're paying more money for it. I'm thinking that it's kind of funny that Xbox is doing this now. They could have done last generation. We all know, Microsoft does not need the money. Microsoft does not need the money. They don't need the cash. Hell, Xbox had made nothing for them since Halo. It made Gears of War 5, maybe, if we're lucky. Everybody knows they're lucky. But Xbox had not made one dime on their platform. Sony had to rake in the dough as that of a belly up. So they had to come out, with guns blazing and swords and a big long Mr. Longarm. And they had to come out with everything. They had to show what they had. And we'll probably see it again probably in 2020 here when the games come out, when the systems come out later on. Even if it costs $249 or $399, doesn't matter. If the console is powerful than the Xbox and it comes out cheaper, people are probably going to buy the PlayStation anyway, and not really worry about paying for it because they know, if they have a PS4 already or know they haven't had one, they know they can probably get a better experience with Sony anyway because of the games. Games, software always will move hardware. I don't care what anybody's fanboy is beating his pendants down and slamming his face in the keyboard to tell you. The fact is, software always wins out. If you don't have software, your console goes nowhere. It just sits there and dies. It becomes a Sega Saturn, a lacking stock. You can release it a year before their competition does. If you ain't got the software, move the damn thing, it ain't gonna mean anything. And having Halo, Gears of War, racing game to me is not enough. Yes, 25th is later this month. It's later this week. I think it's this week. Yeah, it's 25th of July is I think the Saturday, 22nd. It's one of these days. That was 25th or 29th. But whatever it is, if it's 25th, if it's the 25th of July, it's this next Saturday coming up. I mean, they have to hit one out of the park. And Microsoft has to get their load and blow it out completely and show everybody what they have. If they hold anything back, it ain't gonna matter. Yes, they get rid of Xbox Live. Yes, they might add more Xbox original content. Yes, fine and great. They might add 25 more studios. But the games are all shovelware like the Foxy Fairy Tale game, the Foxtail game that I can play on Switch. I played on the Xbox One X, that Foxtail game. It's a nice game though. It's a platformer. It's nice. But it doesn't do much for me. I want fun F ton of games. I want fun thing. I want to go, I don't know how this makes games, but the hell with it. This is how I look at it. If a Live going away, it's a good thing, but bad thing also. Because then it's a good thing, and you know about paying pesky online fees to play a game online for Xbox games only. I'm thinking it's only on Xbox only. Just what I'm thinking. So you might have to have it anyway. Essentially, you're paying for it anyway. If you ain't paying for it anyway, what's the point of having it if you got to pay for EA Access online, Activision online, Ubisoft, Square Enix, bum F Town Street somewhere online. You're paying for all these different developers to play their game on. Like I said, you just traded one entity for 4 or 5. Essentially, you're paying more money. You're paying the same amount of money you pay. Then you got to pay a $70 game on top of that if you want to buy that game or download it. So essentially, you're going to pay them anyway. So you're giving them like 80, $90 one shot. So I don't see the understanding of this. And then, of course, I don't understand, like I said, that we're all speculating what it means. But I'm going with the iceberg on the Titanic here. I'm like, we're gonna hit this some gun, turn. When you turn her, Captain, you can turn the ship, Captain. Or we're gonna sink. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that iceberg and the radar. And you know what? We're gonna hit this some gun. We're gonna turn. Because if we don't turn, we're gonna go right down. And Xbox, ain't gonna fail because Microsoft will keep doling money like an ATM into it. But people don't want to pay 4 different entities. Like I'm thinking it'd be 4 different entities. I'm thinking it'd be 4 different entities for one. Xbox Live gave you access to play Call of Duty games, EA games, whatever games online. They gave you access to it because you already paid the membership online. Now with that being taken away, you might have to pay EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Bum F Street Town, for example, company over there and over there. So you're getting one entity to have 4. Since you have 5, you have to pay for it. Game Pass plus the other online thing you have to play just to play the games you bought. It's like me going in there and playing my Switch, but having to play games like Mortal Kombat. Okay, on the Switch it would be better, but like me having to pay them a fee just to play the game because it's not made by Nintendo. Because Nintendo don't have online play. Well, they do. Switch does, and it's good play though. Good stuff. But you know what I'm saying now. I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is something that people have to understand with me. It's how I think. I think outside the box like that. I'm seeing this stuff. I'm seeing the missiles coming down. I'm seeing the iceberg. I'm seeing we're get hit by missiles or hit by an iceberg or hit by both. It's going to be. We keep Xbox alive and people pay until Jesus comes back, or we get rid of Xbox Live and have to pay the 4 different companies now for online play because you think they won't, they will, and you will pay. Okay, you will pay for it if you want to play Call of Duty, which is on Xbox. And you're not enough money to buy Game Pass, but not buy Xbox or buy the Activision online play. You're going to be sitting at home with a game you're going to play single player on if it supports it anymore. See, folks, I'm a person of mindset here. I'm always thinking outside the box. I'm always thinking, okay, how they're going to mess this up, what are they going to do, and what's the catch to this, all of this. There's always catch everything here you look at. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, whatever. We're all going to pay for something. You're going to pay one way or another. $70 game, bring it home. Guess what? You ain't got gold anymore? Good. You're going to pay us $20 a month. No? Well, you ain't going online with your friends. That is the problem that parents have to face with their children. You can't have this game. Why? Because I can't afford $80 for you to go play a game for 2 weeks and not play it ever again. See, Game Pass Ultimate Xbox Ultimate was a good deal. I think it's foolish to get rid of it. I think they should allow you to make a choice. Do you want to have Ultimate or just have Game Pass itself? And have it where if you get Ultimate, you can unlock all the other fees of playing the games. But see, I don't know how it works though. No one knows this. We're all once again speculating. But I'm under the influence of understanding that we're trading that Microsoft's trading 1 for 4. Xbox, Defense Force is popping the bubble, they get stripped naked, and they're having gigantic orgies everywhere, not realizing that maybe we need to focus on this and see if we're going to be opening our wallets to EA, Activision, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Bomb F Street over there company. Like I said, you want to play Call of Duty and you will pay for it. You can play it on PlayStation, or they'll probably won't have to deal with this because they'll have the Plus anyway. Play on PC where hopefully they don't have their own Activision account you have to create. Play it on. You probably may have to, or may not. And once again, the Xbox fan base, the Xbox ecosystem, once again, is a disadvantage. Instead of paying $44 a month or 3 months for one or two of them, now you're paying, say, $30 a month for one, and you're paying $10 a month for four of them. Essentially, you're paying all this money, and the internet goes out or Xbox Live goes down, you're screwed. You can't play it anyway. Because Xbox servers work with them. If you can't log into Xbox servers, you can't access EA Origins or Access, or whatever the hell it is. I'm more worried about the online play of these companies I mentioned than anything else. Now, if you buy the game through them, then they may let you have free access to the internet to online play. Don't know. Maybe go to GameStop or Best Buy. You probably have to put this in and open your wallet. That's why I think card readers come with scan readers and card chip readers, because all they are. Technically. So that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And I believe it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen this way. I believe in how I'm thinking about how much I'm going to do my 3 or 4 different things here, scenarios. One scenario is if a light goes away, no one cares. Scenario 2 is if a light goes away and comes in EA Access and EA and Activision, more revenue by charging $10 a month. And they will pay it. They want to play it. But if you don't buy the game through them, you don't get that waiver. So it means you got to A, buy more digitally, or B, you buy the game from GameStop used, go home and still pay $10 a month, or brand new for $70. So essentially, you're going to make it rain no matter what you do. So I don't understand it myself. Like, crap, you don't understand it. Maybe it's not Red Dragon understand either. Because we're all trying to know. I'm digesting this kind of late. Like I said, I've been sick, so I haven't had time to really digest stuff. So I'm digesting stuff kind of late and I chew on it. But I'm realizing, as I'm grading them, I'm like, this is not right. This makes no sense to me to get a gold and have all those things free. But EA and Activision and Square Enix and Konami come out and say, you know what, you're paying $10 fee for each game we have online. And you will pay it because you want to play it. You have to play it. And maybe even single player games too. But PlayStation don't have to because PlayStation has Plus. Essentially, people might want to go back to Ultimate, have Game Pass, Xbox Live games, so they can play the game for free practically. Pay this one time. So I don't know, guys. What do you think down below? Do you think that the Xbox Live getting away with Xbox Live will make it better for non-Xbox games? We all know that Xbox games are going to be, blanket from this online fee. What do you think about the Xbox, the non-Xbox games? The Borderlands 3, the Far Cry 6s, the Far Cry 5s, all these different games from Ubisoft makes, and EA and Activision makes, and WB, games like that. Are you guys happy about paying extra money if it comes down to that? Are you guys willing to pay extra money down to that? Are you guys willing to pay more money, $10 a month for 6 companies, instead of paying $44 or $80, whatever, every 6 months or 3 months for one entity? Now you're paying for 6 of them. Comment down below. While you're down there, turn notifications on, ring that bell. Get thumb up, thumb down. It helps the channel a lot. It keeps me going. See you guys later. Once again, my gamer tag is Crisis169. It's an Xbox Live PlayStation Network. I'll see you guys later. Be blessed. See you guys when I see you. Peace out, everybody.